In this presentations, we focusing on classifications of a network. Prior to this one, we have been talking about data communications and partly about computer network. We have defined what is a computer architecture. We defined about client server architecture. We defined peer-to-peer networks. Also, we define different kind of topology, define the characteristics of different kinds of topology, and in what context, what kind of topology should be selected. We define different criteria for selecting the topology. Bus topology we defined. We talked about mesh topology, ring topology, and star topology. Also emphasize that the tree topology is a kind of hybrid topology. It is basically a star bus kind of network. Now here we try to classify different kinds of network. So we discussed computer networking. Topology refers to layout of connected devices. Several criteria need to be considered for selecting topology. Their costing, type of a cable length, network scalability. There are three issues which we are talking about here. Is overall we are giving the characteristics of a network, but we will be talking much more detail in a LAN, MAN and WAN. But besides this, there are other kinds of networks are also there. We also try to highlight those kinds of networks also. So not necessarily that the only three kinds of classification are existing, but also other two also will try to add, and then we'll define the characteristics of these networks. But two primary categories of networks are local area network and wide area network. These are primary category. And how to define a particular category? That category is defined by the area coverage. How much area you cover? A smaller area, then one kinds of this one. Mid area, then another kinds of network will come into it. Very wide area, then different kinds of classification fits into it. This is one major parameter to differentiate between different kinds of network. But there are other categories of network which we don't use them, but it's a PAN, personal area network, metropolitan area network, and of course the internet. Internet is not put as a separate kind of, but it's because of its interesting characteristics, we have put them into separate kinds of a network. Personal area network. The network is meant for one person, where the others are meant for a group of people now. Network is meant for one person. For example, a wireless network connecting to a computer or a printer is an example of a personal area network. It can be used for a communications among the personal devices themselves, or for connecting to a bigger level of network and the internet. But we mean that personal area network, one person is working with these kind of devices. That is always, and how they are connected. So personal area network is there. PAN may be wireless or carried over the wired interface such as USB. USB have defined COM, USB port. Wireless, the personal area network, again the changes have taken place in the personal area network. By default it used to be meant by a wired personal area network. Now it has become a wireless personal area network. It is a personal area network in which the connections are wireless. WPAN use low powered short distance wireless network topology. Examples of Bluetooth, Zigbee, infrared light. So these are the example of this kind of media, wireless media used in the personal area networks. Coverage area few centimeters to few meters. So these characteristics define a new kinds of classification of a network, and that is called personal area networks. Bluetooth uses short range. First time Bluetooth we are using the term. It uses short range radio waves. Bluetooth devices such as keyboard, pointing devices, audio handsets, printers may connect to the smart watches, cell phones or computers, and these all are example of a personal area network. Main characteristics of wireless personal area network: communication within a short range, low power consumptions, low cost, and a small personal networks. Some more examples: a smartphone may communicate with a computers through Wi-Fi and a smartwatch via Bluetooth. So this is all example of a personal area network. So Bluetooth you are using, the Wi-Fi you are using, And devices are not only computer but are smartwatches. Smartwatches you are using them, smartphones you are using, and connecting among themselves. These can be a personal area network. Automatically secured by only accepting the connection from authorized devices. So the security is not very bigger issue because all devices are owned by a individual, by a single person. So signal will be recognized only among these devices. Now move to the local area network. We all are part of the local area and we always keep on using the local area network. Any organizations today, they are having this kind of networks. So LAN is a group of computers located into the same floor or in the same building that are connected to form a single network to share resources such as disk drives, printers, data, CPU, fax modems, and so on. LAN is generally limited to few kilometers, supports high speed network. Why it supports a high speed network? Because the distance factor. Other you will see in local area networks, you can see now local area wide area network distance is very large between devices. So it could be that is why the speed is not as fast as the local area network, where here all the machines confined to one room or one building. This is example of just like we have connected the bus topology. This is a standard way of connecting because bus topology is used in the local area network as a medium, transmissions media, and that is why we have shown in this example was shown earlier also as a part of the bus topology. Local area network, same thing, because bus topology is being used. But token ring also can be used for designing this one. But so now this has become a standard. Now Ethernet local area network, they use the bus topology. Now the most widely used LAN system is the Ethernet system based on the bus topology. This is something important. Although the token ring came earlier than this one now, but now this has become more standard now. Intermediate nodes, that is repeater, bridges and switches, allowed to be connected together to form a larger LAN. So I can extend the LAN by using these devices, connecting devices. LAN may also be connected to another LAN or to a WAN or MAN using a router devices. So by using these devices, bridges, repeaters, routers, I can extend the LAN. LAN can connect to another LAN. That LAN connected to wide area networks, all kinds of combinations which we have using these devices. In addition to the area size, LANs differs from other network in terms of transmissions media and the topology. Differs from the other network in terms of transmissions media and topology. This is the deciding factor. For example, I can use Ethernet, then bus topology being, if I use a token ring local area network, then token ring being used. The bus, ring and star are the most common LAN topology. Wireless are the newest evolutions in. So now we are seeing wireless LAN is coming. It's a standard is also being defined by IEEE. Advantage of wireless network, the term wireless network we have used. So because the wireless network has come to the not only the personal area network but the local area network. User can access network from anywhere within this range. So local area network range is might be, let's say, a few kilometers or within a building. Then you don't need to be connected with, you can connect, you can access the resources wherever you are with this building, not physically through, through connected through cable. File sharing is easier with a wireless network because there is no need of cabling to the network. But transfer speeds may be slower. So if we are using the wireless technology, then the speed is the issue now. What are the components of a LAN? Because all the time you are using them and you must visualize them, what kinds of components are being used. One is the network devices such as workstation, printers, file server, which are normally accessed by all other computers. So basically network devices. I can say now this first. Network communications devices like hubs, routers, switches used for network connectivity. Remember in the previous slide we discussed about that LAN can be extended, and this extension of a LAN to another, connecting this LAN, existing LAN to another LAN can be done using these communications devices, hubs, switches, routers. And there is a network interface card. For each network device required to access the network, and it is this interface between the machine and the physical network. Just recall, we have discussed network interface card as a component of data communications, and every machine today there is a slot for the network interface card, so you just place it there itself. Cable as a physical transmission media, a network operating system. So this whole components make a LAN. Let me repeat again. Network operating system, from the software side, which is a network. Earlier traditional operating system didn't support the network connectivity, but today most of the operating system are supporting network connectivity. So network operating system is there. Transmission media can be used. You can use wireless or wired. Interface card is required. Then connecting devices you require, and finally you require definitely file server or printers or workstations, your own system. So these all makes a local area networks now. Characteristics of a LAN: they connects computer in a single building, block or a campus. They work on a restricted geographical area. That is one of the characteristics. LANs are private networks. Any organization can have their own local area network. It is not subject to tariff or any regulatory controls. Operate at a relatively very high speed compared to WAN. I explained to you why networks, the LAN works faster, because the speed, because of the distance area of coverage is very small. Support different types of media access control methods in a LAN: Ethernet, token run. So these are basically protocols or methods which control the access to the media. So there you have let's say you have 20-30 machines are there. Physical media could be one, and then everybody has access to this physical media. Then it controls who will access this one. Topology can use bus topology and the rings topology. So these are some of the important characteristics. Advantage of LAN: allow sharing of expensive resources. So one point. Supports high speed data transfer. So what are the resources we have? Like for example of network operating systems, another database management system, some language processing tool, let's say compiler, interpreter, any other kind of a very expensive tool, business applications related activity. You cannot be loaded on these machines. Every machines just will be confined to a server and one can access. So this way you are basically cost saving, expensive resources you are sharing among the people. The another advantages, few points are the internet you are sharing, an internet connection. So every machine should not have directly your server will be connected, and from server the cable will come and then it will be connected. So main internet connection attached to one server and distributed among attached computers by the operating system. This is no requirement of multiple licenses. This is something also you have if every machine wants to have access for license for every machine, then it will be if every machine requires a license, then it will cost will be multiplied. But there is now when you are working in a LAN, you don't need to have multiple license systems. So you have server license, so that way also you are saving. Data security is also there. Keeping data on the server is more secure. Only authorized access to data can be permitted. Distance limitation is there. This is one thing. Crashing of files and hard disks of a server may affect the functioning of all computers. This goes as a part of drawback. Setting up a LAN is expensive due to following reasons: costly server software, costly communication devices, hub switches, network interface cards. So these are the feature. Now let's move to the metropolitan area networks. MANs are large computer networks, usually spanning a city. Metropolitan area networks are basically area coverage goes up to the city. Typically uses wireless infrastructure or optical fiber connections or link their sites. In local area network, we say bus topology it can work, or token ring can also work. Simple normal cables are basically being used, but metropolitan you require fiber optics or optical fiber optics or wireless communication. It is optimized for a large geographical area than a LAN, and ranging from several blocks of building to the entire city. It interconnects number of LANs using high capacity backbone topology, owned and operated by a single organizations. It's not not a government owned organization, usually used by many individuals and organizations. Provides means for interconnecting of several local area networks. The networks can span up to 50 kilometers. Devices used are modem, wired, cable, and so on. So connecting many local area network within a city, metropolitan area network is the solution. This is the example of a metropolitan area networks. It is shown now. The local area networks, then is a router is there. So several local area network with connected with the connecting devices. In this case, router is basically shown, and there is an internet. The man's geographical scope falls between a WAN and a LAN. That is basically geographical area. This area, so basically it is bigger than the LAN coverage and smaller than the WAN coverage. MAN provides internet connectivity for LANs in a metropolitan region and connects them to the wider area network like internet. A MAN often acts as a high speed networks to allow sharing of regional resources, because each city is being controlled by some kinds of bodies, municipal bodies, so some related information can be shared through this one. It is also frequently used to provide shared connections to other networks using a link to WAN. What are the characteristics of metropolitan area network? It generally covers towns and cities covering around 50 kilometers. Communications media used for metropolitan area networks are optical fibers, cables, etc. Data rates are adequate for distributed computing applications. So also you can have this kind of applications for distribute in metropolitan area network environment. What is distributed computing application, which is one of the important functionalities of metropolitan area network? Distributed computing applications are applications that runs on multiple computers within a network. At the same time, an applications can be stored on server or on a cloud. Unlike traditional applications that run on a single computer, distributed applications run on multiple systems simultaneously for computing a single task. So this is basically traditional applications are basically run on a single computer, where distributed applications run on multiple machines. An application can be stored on a server or on a cloud and so on. These are the designed for customers who need a very high speed connectivity normally to the internet and have endpoints spread over a city. So example, a telephone company that provides a high speed DSL line, digital subscriber lines to the customer. This is example of metropolitan area networks. Or take example of cable TV network, originally designed for a cable TV, also today are using the high speed internet connectivity. So they use a very high backbone for connectivity. So these are the few examples of a metropolitan area networks. So you have seen some examples of a local area network running in your organization itself, or metropolitan area networks. Example, most of the cable networks which we have a let down cables, they have let down cables all over the city, and internet for providing many other kinds of services including the internet. Let's move to the wide area network now. So wide area network is a network systems connecting to large geographical areas such as cities, country, continents. That is something. Use is routers and public communications link. In some of these lectures of data communications, we have explained to you some connecting devices works at the physical layer, some works at the physical layer and data link layer, and some works at the network layer. Routers, the connecting devices which I have shown you as a part of connecting multiple LANs in a metropolitan area networks. So this is basically devices used at this level, wide area network. Routers basically used in this kind of connecting. The largest and most well example of a WAN is the internet. So internet is example of wide area networks. So it spans over the cities, countries, continents. This is example you can see now. All are basically not necessarily part of one city, might be connecting to different cities and different countries, and one can have a connection to each other. LANs are used, another LANs and other types of network together, so that users and computers in locations can communicate with users and computers over other locations. Now, many WANs are built for one particular organizations are private. So basically WAN are also privately owned, other built by internet service providers. So lots of internet service providers are there, so they also have this kind of connectivity. So they provide all over India basis internet connectivity, or all over countries basis internet connectivity. Outside also they can provide you. WANs are opened using leased lines. Leased lines are basically very dedicated lines. Connectivity is not like switching kind of devices, dedicated between your system and your organizations, and a bit costly. WAN can be built around public networks also. You can use normal telephone lines around this one also you can build, or if some organizations wants to have a dedicated link for internet connectivity or sharing the resources, then they have these lines, but it's very costly propositions. There are two types of WAN from connectivity point of view. We say switched WAN and point-to-point wide area networks. Now WAN also can be classified. Sometimes we say is a packet switch WAN. The packet switch WAN connects end system comprising of routers that connect to another router to another LAN on WAN. The point-to-point WAN is normally a line leased from telephone line or cable TV provider that connects a home computer to a small line to an ISP. So this is the various examples one can think of. WAN are the numerous transmissions line, and each connecting to pair of other routers which connect to other LAN connecting to another WAN. So combination, the multiple such networks are existing. This one, communication between any two routers takes place indirectly via the intermediate routers if there is no communication between the two. Since multiple routers are there and they are not connected as a mesh kind of topology, so not every router will be connected to each other, but data transmission can take place from one router to another router through intermediate router. During the communication, a complete package is received at the intermediate router. You know that the packet, if I have to send a mail, does not send as a one attachment. It is broken down into number of pieces it might be, and later on it can be combined. That way you have to understand the I'm not talking about a small, but I'm talking about the larger file. So during the communication, a complete packet is received at the intermediate router, stored there till there is a free output line, once and forwarded to the next router if the output line is free. The subnet organized according to this principle is called a store and forward or packet switch subnet. So the packet switch subnet is that the packets are stored at routers. Complete packet is stored at router and it is forwarded to the next router if the line is free. Except satellites, all WANs have a stored and forward subnet. It is stored and forwarded to the next routers. In case of a satellite, each router has antenna through which it can send and receive. Output from the satellite can be heard by all the routers. In some cases, the upward transmission also can be heard. Satellite networks are inherently broadcast, and you have to use when this feature, the broadcast feature, is required. Communication satellites are used for television, telephoning, internet, and military applications. There are multiple communication satellites in Earth orbit used by both private and government organizations. Now, conclusion. Just we conclude now. There are many categories of networks: PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN, and we give you classification of each. And this one now. PAN is basically for single is a network for single networks. Area-wise, WAN covers largest area. A smartphone may communicate with a computer through Wi-Fi and a smartwatch via Bluetooth are example of a PAN. Telephone company and cable TV networks that provide high-speed internet services are example of a metropolitan area network. The largest and most well-known example of WAN is the internet. Thank you.